Right, good morning everyone, welcome back to the GD and Son channel. I hope everyone's having a great day. So today's video is going to be very short. I do apologise about that. I just wanted to have a quick chat with you all, because I haven't been doing much over the last few days. I've been catching up on the company accounts, so I just wanted to tune in really and say hi. I've been going out for the odd hour here and there, but there's been nothing really about. I've managed to find a few items, you know, on my travels, but nothing major really. So we are going to go over to the scrapyard this morning and just get rid of whatever we've got on the van. And I've also just dug out all of my non-ferrous stuff which has been building, well, I say building up, there's hardly anything there, but it's mainly getting in my way, you know, stainless steel bits and pieces, a bit of copper, brass. Just, I've got some random bits all lying about, and I just thought, you know, chuck it all on, take it all down, get it sold, and be done with it. A lot of scrappers are going to be cursing me because I haven't had time to separate my copper and brass, so it will be going in as brasserie today. It's not something that I would usually do. I would usually make sure it's all separated to maximise my profit. However, I just didn't have chance to do that this time, and I really just want to get rid of it. So I have got some clean brass that I have already separated in the past, so I'll take that in as clean brass, but the rest of it, yeah, will just go down as a brasserie. So yeah, I'm going to try and get some footage while I'm in the scrapyard. They don't seem to be too bothered with me filming in there, so we'll just do a little price check, see what the prices are doing, whether they're held at what they were or whether they've dropped or anything like that, and we'll go from there. So I hope you enjoy the video, and stay with me and we'll get to the scrapyard. Right, so I've just been round to the co-op and grabbed a quick drink, as we are going to be there about 15 minutes early. So I'll sit there and watch a bit of YouTube on my phone, but I've just realised I've come out without my face mask. Now, it's the first time in a long time since I've actually done it, and I really wanted to drink, so I thought, do I go in the shop and play the old, you know, what's the word? I can't think what the word is now. Like, people that are eligible not to wear masks, they've got like a certain card, I think, a card that says they don't have to wear it, exemption card. So do I play the exemption certificate and say, oh, I'm exempt, or do I just, like, you know, try and cover my face somehow? So I took the option 2, because I'm not the sort of person to go in there and start lying. So I just basically wrapped my jumper around my head. I've kind of looked like Kenny out of South Park. So, and she was quite funny, like she had a little giggle about it, and I was like, who leaves the house nowadays in 2021 without a mask? It's like having your keys, you know, you wouldn't leave your house without your keys or your wallet, so why now that's like the same as your mask, you know, that's the thing you check for. So I apologised, and she was just laughing about it, and apparently she said there is hopefully going to be a new rule out soon which says that they can actually put disposable masks by the entrance. I know that some big supermarkets are doing it. Morrison's around by me do it. If you haven't actually got a mask, they ask you to see your exemption card or something like that, and if you haven't got it, they do actually issue one at the door, so you can still go in and do the shopping. And I think if you can't show your exemption card, you can't go in and shop. I think that's the rule, but I could be wrong. Anyway, however, we have a drink now, so I'm going to go and park up at the scrapyard. Hopefully I'll be one of the first ones to go in, and we can get this unloaded. I'll go do a quick price check with you, and we'll see what we can make just on this Saturday morning, and yeah, we'll go from there. So I'll see you all in a little bit. Right, so we just got home, everyone. I do apologise, I couldn't get any footage in there today. It was a couple of guys that I've seen them before, but I don't really know them that well. And I mean, straight away he was on me about a face mask. I forgot my face mask today, it is my own fault. Straight away he was on me about a face mask, and I was like, look, I haven't got one. He was like, all right, bring one next time then, please. And I was like, you know, yeah, all right, you know, I normally do every day. So I thought, I'm not even going to bother filming just because it might get, you know, a bit awkward. So I left the camera off. I'm just going to go over the prices with you now. So not a bad little turnout really. We've got a total of £237 and 11p. Right, brasserie, he did knock a little bit of it. He said it had to be 80% copper, 20% brass to be classed as brasserie. So I had a few little brass bits in there with a sliver of copper on the end of it. He took them out and put them in with the brass, but to be fair, I wouldn't have cut, you know, that much copper off the end of it anyway. It was like it would have been like a ring basically of copper, worth nothing really. Might as well just chuck it in with the brass. So I had 6 kilo of that at £3.80 a kilo, which was £22.80. Also had some clean brass and the stuff that he took out of brasserie and put into brass, and that was 10 kilo at £2.85. So that's actually gone up by 10p. Was £2.75 last time I'd done brass, so 10p per kilo. Not a lot of increase, but you know, any increase is great. So £28.50 for that. The alley wheels, which I had, they've been in my garage for about 4 months now. I picked them up from a job and I just could not get the tyres off. I've tried angle grinding them, cutting them up. Anyway, the bloke who come around to do my tyres yesterday, I basically said to him, look, you're able to just take these tyres off for me, and you might be able to see the tyres just sitting down there outside my bin. I'm going to get rid of them. My friend's going to take them for me because he works at a tyre company, so he's going to get rid of them for me. Got £19, a pound a kilo, 19 kilos, yeah, for the alley wheels. Now, I can't think of what they're called, but they're the little, I thought they were stainless steel things that come off a boiler. Not the big coils, but the little, I'm going to try and get a photograph and stick it on the screen somewhere of what I'm talking about. I thought they were stainless steel. I still think they're stainless steel, but he's obviously put them down as Iron Alley, which is basically like a dirty alley for us over in the UK. I only had 3 kilo of these things, £2, 22p a kilo, so £220 a tonne. 22p a kilo, 66 pence. Wow. Hey, big spender. Next one was stainless steel. Now, this was quite a good one. I mean, it's still at £8.50 a tonne, which is 85 pence per kilo. But I had 31 kilos of it. Now, a lot of it, I mean, them sinks and that don't really weigh a lot because, you know, they're quite, I don't know, they're quite stretched out. But the heating elements, the stuff that is in the boiler, you know, with the coils that we was just talking about, I'll try and put another picture up somewhere as well. They are stainless steel, especially the coils and that. Sometimes there is a bit of steel on the outside, so you do have to go around it with a magnet, but sometimes they are just a whole stainless steel. My scrapyard takes them as just a whole stainless steel unit. You don't have to separate it at all like that. They just go over it with a magnet, bang, 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 bang. As long as there's no stick to it anywhere, they'll take that. So, and they weigh quite a lot. They must weigh probably a good 8 or 9 kilos, I would have reckoned, because I didn't have a lot of other stuff in stainless steel. That was probably, you know, I had 2 of them big heating elements. I had 2 sinks, and then I had a few other little pots and pans, but that was it. That was all I had in stainless steel. So yeah, 31 kilos, 85p a tonne, 85p a kilo was £26 and 35 pence. Next one, which is a big shocker, I'm going to come back to actually. I'm going to do that one at the end. VR household cable. This is all the stuff that's off of extension cords and TVs, vacuum cleaners, all that sort of stuff. I also had the coax cable in there, which is copper. I did check it. I told him about it down there just to be on the safe side. I said, look, I spoke to Gareth. Gareth approved it, said that he'll take it. So, you know, 40 kilos of that at £1.60 per kilo, £64. So I was quite happy with that. I thought I probably had a bit more. I thought I probably had about 100 quid's worth really, so I thought I had probably about another extra 20 kilo in there, but it is what it is. Mixed iron as well has gone down 10p per kilo. It's now £170 a tonne, which is 17p per kilo. That was 180 last week, but then the price does fluctuate sometimes, especially around the weekend. I've noticed can drop down, then pick back up again on a Monday and be high all week, and then as you take it on the weekend it's lower. So that might change. We'll do another price update on some point next week. 240 kilo of mixed iron, £40 and 80 pence. So still can't argue with that. I mean, it doesn't take much to pick up 240, you know what I mean? You can get a couple of washing machines, you know, and a tumble dryer and a few little scrap bits, and there you go, you've got your 240 already. So it does not take a lot to get 240, and you know, at £40 for that, if you're brassic for a bit of money, you know, you can do this and get that sort of money quite easily. So the shocker that I want to come back to is the motors. Now, electric motors, as you all know, if you've watched the channel for a while, I don't really deal with electric motors. I should. I'm lazy. When I pick stuff up, if it's early in the morning, I don't sort of, you know, put it to one side to be dismantled. I'll just chuck it to the front of my van. I'll put the washing machine straight up against the back here. I'll start loading things around it, and then when it comes to actually getting the motor out, it means I have to move everything to get it. I just don't bother. So I should really try and put anything that needs stripping to one side, towards maybe the back of the van. Put all the stuff that doesn't need stripping towards the front, and then when it comes to taking things apart, it's a little bit more accessible to get to the stuff. I think I might do that, because electric motors, I got 35 quid. I had 100 kilo of electric motors. Now, most of these motors are alley. There were a few in there that were copper. I normally strip down. If the motor is anything, you know, if the motor, I've got a size in my head, like the motors that come out of washing machines, I don't even touch them. Like, I pull them out, I put them to one side. I don't care if they're copper or alley. They stay to one side, because I don't want to, I just can't personally, I don't see the attraction of taking things apart so much. Like, I'll do it if it's going to make me a lot of money, but if it's just going to make me a little bit of money and take quite a lot of my time, I don't bother. There's people like in the game, UK Scrapper and that, they're diamond at it. They've got it down to a T. They can dismantle something and it takes them minutes, you know. I'll be there for an hour and a half, like scratching my head, not knowing what to do. So it's definitely worth taking them apart if you got the time and you know what you're doing and you can get them done quickly, whereas I can't. So electric motors, I just put to one side and sell them as electric motors, unless, I say, you get some big ones. They're cast alley on the outside, and you can see they've got these really, really big, thick, you know, copper strands in them. Them ones I always do strip. I cut the alley, take them out. But the things out of washing machines and dishwashers, I just leave them. At 35p a kilo, £350 a tonne, I had 100 kilo and I got 35 quid. Now, they take the, you will have to check with your scrapyard, but they never checked any of these motors. Like, they just chucked them all in, and there was a big bucket there. There was a lot of transformers from the microwaves, which were all alley, and they took them all. So, you know, the sake of, I'm going to do a little test one day, and I'm going to see how much, you know, like a transformer from a microwave would weigh, a motor from a washing machine, roughly how much that would weigh, and a dishwasher, and I'm going to sort of get a few numbers together. So, because I mean, I personally think that the motors that come out of a washing machine, I think they must be over 5 kilo. They are quite heavy. So if that is the case, what's that? 3, 6, 9, 12, 150. You know, you're looking at nearly £1.60 per motor. You know, so yeah, it's just quite a lot. You know, £1.60 just to take 2 screws out and, you know, drop a motor and, you know, just stick it at the back of your garage somewhere. You could just build up, you know, so many motors. Yeah, I'm going to do a little test, I think, and see how much we could get. But as I say, a lot of them were from the microwaves, and you know, it only takes what, 3 kilos to make a pound, basically. So if the transformer out of a microwave is 3 kilos, drop it on there, that's a pound. So every time you take a microwave apart, you drop it on the scales. If it's copper, obviously you take it for copper. If it's alley, you know, you might say, well, there you go, there's 3 kilos, there's a quid. So, you know, if you can take apart 100 microwaves, you got 100 quid. That's how I'd look at it, like that, you know. So definitely going to start taking a closer look at the electric motors in the future, and going to do, like I say, a few videos to show you a few little tests of mine. So yeah, that's what it all came to. Total weight of 449 kilos, so not even half a ton, and £237 and 11 pence. So yeah, I'm going to end the video there, and as I say, it was a very short one today. I do apologise. I'm going to pull my finger out and get some decent videos done over the course of next week. We are going to go out scrapping tomorrow and see what we can find. However, there is going to be an issue, because I need to make sure the van's empty for Monday so it can go in for its MOT. So I'm going to have to take anything I pick up tomorrow. It's going to have to be put in my mum's garage and stored until I can get down to the scrapyard, possibly Monday afternoon or probably Tuesday, depending on how much we can find. So if you did like the video, please smash that like button, because it will help me out a massive amount. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, because I'm going to do lots more videos, price checks, you know, different things like that. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment. I mean, you guys are so, well, guys and girls, sorry, you are so nice. You're always leaving me these positive comments about my videos and trying to give me tips and stuff to help improve it. So I really appreciate that. And yeah, we've actually hit 400 subscribers now, so I just want to say thank you to everyone that's joined recently and everyone that stayed with me from the beginning. I love you all. I'll see you on the next video, and have a nice weekend.